I always had faith, per se. It just wasn't always full there. I've always been searching.
Jeff is my brother. He just was searching for things, and I had found Nikki, and my relationship with God was kind of coming together, and I just felt that
you guys didn't really relate anymore.
Well, my relationship with Jason and Nichole has always been very distant. They were, in a way, too religious for me. I always had faith, but the religious part, it always more or less scared me. Well, my sister-in-law, she kept doing which felt like a preach thing. I tried to fight her as much as I could because just kept pushing, we kept fighting back and forth, and she'd invite me to all this stuff, like come to church.
And so I was always trying to convince him that he had to change. I was pressuring him, he needs to come to church. So there was always a lot of tension between us, and I had gone through Alpha and realized what my approach was totally wrong. And I really stepped back, and that was when we really stepped up our prayer for him.
So this one time, we go up camping up at my mom's cabin, and both my brother, sister-in-law, and the two boys, I go basically back to the camper to get something to drink anyways, and I find her in there reading a book. I think it was some religious-based book, can't remember what it was, but we ended up talking, and eventually at the end of the conversation, she kind of said something about Alpha.
I think it really was the Lord working on his heart.
Eventually, it was like 2 weeks away, I think, from when it was starting. I eventually went to it and made a heck of a difference in my life.
And we've been praying for him for a long time, and your relationship has gotten closer. We've been more open to him,
and he's been more open to us too, coming to us and asking questions about God, about church, about our lives and how we're living our lives.
I don't really know exactly the real reason why I was searching. There was just something in me. The differences of where I'm at now from where I was at my first Alpha course, just being very closed-minded about everything. The difference is I'm very open-minded now. I believe, I've seen, and I've felt.
I've just been praying for Jeff to get to this point. To see him going through Alpha, coming to church every Sunday, it's just huge. I can see the difference in his heart and in his life. He's on the journey.
Yep.